Alright, so with the start of the new year, I wanted to start out with an easy video just to get myself ahead. I also wanted to start out with something a little more healthy, so I thought healthy, I thought fun. I was like, oh, Turkey Sloppy Joe. So I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week. Alright, so to get started, I'm going to put a pan on medium-high heat and let that warm up. Now that the pan's hot, I'm going to add just a teaspoon of olive oil. Add 2 cloves of crushed garlic, small diced onion. I'm going to set this bowl aside for later. And diced bell pepper. And I'm just going to let these sweat until they're nice and translucent and soft. I did have to lower my heat just a little bit because I wanted the onions to cook, but not cook so fast that they burn on the bottom. My onions and peppers look like they're ready, but I just wanted to show you an example of what an onion should look like when it's been properly sweated. It's almost translucent, like you can see through it, and it's nice and soft, not hard, so it's been cooked a little bit. A lot of the moisture has been brought out in that. Alright, so I'm going to take these off heat for just a minute while I brown my ground turkey up. And you could use ground beef if you wanted. We're at the start of a new year, so I thought I'd cook a little healthier and use ground turkey. So I'm just going to set these aside for just a minute. Added in 1.25 pounds of ground turkey. What I found with this recipe is it's super saucy, so you can add more if you'd like. One of the things that I really struggled with when I was first learning to cook was leaving things on high heat and walking away from them and almost burning down a few places I worked, my house, burning dinner a few times. So it's really important that if you're working with a higher heat that you stay with what you're cooking the entire time. I also want to stir it just to break this up and make sure it's nice and crumbly so that I don't end up with any ground turkey chunks. Before I started cooking it, I could have put salt and pepper in there to season it if I wanted. I feel a lot of the ingredients that I'm using tonight have a lot of sodium in them, so I don't think it's necessary. So my ground turkey has been cooked off. I'm going to go ahead and add the onions, garlic, and pepper that I removed when I started browning off the turkey. Next, I'm going to stir in 1 cup of tomato sauce and 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of hot sauce, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to stir those all together. Make sure they're all nice and combined. You can also add a little bit of red pepper flakes if you want to. However, I think that'll make it too spicy in the long run. I'm going to bring that up to a boil and lower the heat to a medium low and just let that simmer together and let all those flavors cook together for about 25 minutes. That'll also give the sauce that's in here a chance to thicken up and reduce just a little bit. Not too much because you want it to be sloppy because it's a sloppy joe. So it's been 25 minutes. My sloppy joe has come together nice and it's extra sloppy, but I'm going to set that aside real quick. Pull out some homemade whole wheat bread, which came out really nice. I'll have to try to do this in another video. I really liked it. 1 slice of bread. A little bit of sloppy joe. You can put things on top of your sloppy joes. A lot of people like potato chips, but because I don't have that or any coleslaw, I'm gonna put a little bit of taco cheese on top. A little bit of bread. And that is my homemade turkey sloppy joe. Hope you guys enjoyed.